around the world. We thank them. We wish you a happy Mother's Day.
My name is Aman, and I live in New York City, but I originally grew up in Ohio. And I grew up in a very small, traditional, Indian, conservative Muslim household, where we defined marriage as between a man and a cousin. And, I do stand up for a living, and so a lot of people ask me, okay, you're a comedian, but you're not a doctor, you're not a lawyer, you're not an engineer. How do your parents feel about you being a comedian? You're not a doctor, you're not a lawyer, you're not an engineer. And thankfully, my parents have been very supportive of my profession, and they've been supportive of everything I've done, no matter what it is. Like, I remember growing up, but they just have a different way of showing that support. Like, growing up, I played a lot of baseball. And other kids, when they played baseball, their parents would be like, all right, Ryan, you can do it. Daddy loves you. Hit the ball. Hooray! My family was more like, are they not stupid? Why you throw like a gun? Grandma, stop coming to my games. Man. And I grew up in Reynoldsburg, Ohio, and where I went to school, I was literally the only non-white person in the entire school. So during school plays, I got to be Squanto the Indian or Martin Luther King. Those are my only choices. And so I remember in school, I was at a wrestling tournament. And we went to a wrestling tournament in Marysville, Ohio. And I'm at the tournament, and I made it to the semifinals of the tournament, and the person that I had to wrestle was a girl. And so I didn't know what to do. And so I was really nervous. I've never wrestled a girl before. And so I was like, all right, let me just explain to her that I'm Muslim, and maybe she'll understand. But keep in mind, this is Marysville, Ohio, where I'm doing this. So I come up to her and I'm like, hi, I'm a Muslim man and you're a female, and out of respect for the opposite gender, culturally, I feel a little uncomfortable wrestling you, if that's okay. But keep in mind, this is Marysville, Ohio, where I'm saying this, so she goes, oh my God, that's so cool. You're a Muslim? I'm a Sagittarius. So, I didn't know what to do in this situation. So, I tried to wrestle her, and it was just too weird. I was like, man, I can't do this. This is weird. And so, I just went ahead, and I let her win the match. Yeah, I let her win the match. But thankfully, my parents weren't there, because I know if mom and dad saw me lose to a girl, they'd make fun of me for the rest of my life. Unfortunately, I have 4 older brothers, and they were all there. And so, driving home that night, my brothers are taking me home, and I'm begging them, guys, please, whatever you do, please, don't tell mom and dad that I just lost a girl, please. And my brother's driving, he's like, man, never do. We're your bros, man. We love you, dude, we got your back. And so the next day, I'm getting ready to go to school, and I can't find my car keys anywhere. I'm looking all over the house for my car keys, and I don't know where they are. So I go to my mom. I'm like, Mommy, Mom, have you seen my car keys? I don't know where I put them. I'll never forget this. My mom, at the top of the stairs, goes, Aman, I have your keys. But if you want them back, you have to wrestle me for them. It's a true story. I love jokes. I love, lighting up mood jokes because laughter can help cut through the tension. My grandmother growing up used to tell me that a day without love and laughter is a day wasted. And that's important. Domestic violence and all these issues are very serious issues, and we need to remember how to love and how to laugh to get us through these tough issues. And for people going through it, we need to remind them about love and laughter to help them get through it. Because, jokes are ways to cut through the tension. So she kept talking about this guy, Shaitan, coming to her house. So I called the police. True story. I called the police. And I called 911. I was like, hello? Police? I'd like to report a break-in. What does he look They don't want anything to do with me. So I was like, all right, I gotta take matters into my own hands. I gotta stop Shaitan. And so the next day, I'm at my best friend's house, Jonathan Dixon. And so I'm at Jonathan's house, and we're watching TV, and the movie Ghostbusters comes on TV. I don't know if you ever saw that movie. It's where all these good guys have to capture these monsters and ghosts. And I started coming up with ideas. I was like, Jonathan, you are gonna help me catch Shaitan. And Jonathan was like, Aman, that's a great idea. But who's Shaitan? I was like, he's like Madonna. So here was the plan, you guys. Jonathan spent the night at my house the next day. And while everybody was sleeping upstairs, we snuck downstairs and we took all the prayer rugs and we rolled them across the floor. And so then we hid behind the couch with a bag and a baseball bat, just waiting. And so we're sitting there and we're waiting and we're waiting and we're waiting and we're waiting and nothing's happening. So after a while, I gotta use the bathroom. So I was like, all right, Jonathan, you keep a lookout. I gotta use the bathroom, but you know what to do in case Shaitan comes. And so I'm in the bathroom and I'm washing my hands. And all of a sudden I hear, ah! Aman! I got him! It was my dad. So there's my dad knocked out across the floor. And I looked out and I was like, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God. Dad? You're Shaitan? True story. That was amazing. You know, we really need to celebrate love in our community. We don't celebrate it enough. I'm really excited because the month of May is not only Mother's Day, but this year, my parents are celebrating 45 years